my name is Sarah. Today I want to tell you about our family trip to the airport. It was a very special day for us, and I am excited to share it with you. We woke up early in the morning, even before the sun was fully in the sky. It was because my dear aunt was traveling today. The house was quiet at first, but soon it was filled with the sounds of a busy family getting ready. Everyone got dressed and prepared the bags. My father made sure we had all the suitcases, and my mother double-checked the small gifts we had prepared for my aunt. The house felt busy but exciting. There was a special energy in the air, a mix of happiness for my aunt's new adventure and the quiet sadness of saying farewell. We moved around the house, making sure everything was perfect for the trip. My father called out, "Is everyone ready to go?" We all replied with a cheerful yes. We put the heavy suitcases in the trunk of the car. I helped my younger brother with his small backpack. He was very excited about going to the airport. Once everything was packed, we all got into the car and started our trip. The road was quiet and the sky was bright. The morning sun created long shadows on the street. It was a peaceful drive. My mother played some soft, calming music on the radio. My brother looked out the window the whole time. His eyes were wide with wonder as he watched the houses and trees pass by. He pointed at everything he found interesting, and we all smiled at his enthusiasm. When we reached the airport, I felt a rush of excitement. I had been to the airport before, but it always felt like a new experience. The building was big, bright, and full of travelers from all over the world. People were walking with their suitcases, talking in different languages, and looking at the big flight information screens. The energy was incredible. It felt like a gateway to the entire world. We held my aunt's bags and walked with her to the check-in area. The airport was very large, so we followed the signs that pointed towards departures. My aunt walked in front, pulling her main suitcase, while my father and I carried her other smaller bags. She looked very calm and happy. We found the correct airline counter for her flight. At the counter, she showed her passport and ticket to the airport staff. The employee behind the desk greeted her with a warm smile. She carefully placed her suitcases on the weighing scale. The staff was friendly and helped her quickly, explaining the next steps of her journey. The process was smooth and efficient. My brother watched everything with great curiosity. He stood on his toes to see over the counter. He looked at the baggage carousel as it took my aunt's suitcases away. He asked my father, "Where are the bags going?" My father explained that they were going to be loaded onto the airplane. The whole process was fascinating for him. After check-in was complete, we still had some time before her flight. So we sat in a comfortable waiting area. The chairs were soft, and the area was located near huge windows that overlooked the runway. The view was amazing. We could see planes landing and taking off. The giant airplanes looked like birds gliding through the blue sky. We saw a large plane landing smoothly on the runway, and a few minutes later, another one started to move slowly, preparing for takeoff. It was a powerful and beautiful sight. The airport felt alive with sounds and movement. We could hear the announcements for different flights, the gentle hum of conversations, and the rolling wheels of suitcases. The big screens on the walls were constantly updating with flight information. It was a symphony of travel, a place full of stories and destinations. My aunt wanted to give us a little something before she left, so she opened her handbag and took out some small gifts for us. It was a very thoughtful gesture. She handed each of us a small, nicely wrapped gift bag. My brother was so happy to receive his. We talked, laughed, and enjoyed our last moments together before her departure. My mother shared some old family stories, and my father gave my aunt some advice for her trip. We cherished this time, knowing it would be a while before we saw her again. But soon it was time for her to go. We looked at the departure screen, and her flight number was flashing with the word boarding. A feeling of sadness mixed with our happiness. We knew this moment had to come. We all stood up and began walking towards her departure gate. At the gate, we hugged her one by one and wished her a safe trip. My mother held her for a long time. My father patted her on the shoulder and said, "Take care of yourself." I gave her a big hug and said, "We will miss you very much." She smiled at us, her eyes full of love, and waved before walking inside the gate area. Her smile was brave and reassuring. We watched as she showed her boarding pass and walked down the corridor leading to the plane. We stood there at the gate until we could not see her anymore. The corridor turned, and she disappeared from our sight. The area felt a little emptier after she was gone. After she left, we walked back to the car. The airport seemed a little less exciting on the way out. We were all quiet, each lost in our own thoughts. The vibrant energy of the airport was still there, but our own little world had become still. The ride home was quiet, but peaceful. The sun was beginning to set, and the sky was painted with beautiful colors of orange, pink, and purple. The quietness in the car was not sad, it was thoughtful. We were reflecting on the day and on our love for our family. We felt happy that we were able to support her. Being there for family is so important. This was our family trip to the airport. It was a simple day, but it was full of meaningful moments that I will always remember. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed learning with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more lessons for you. See you in the next video.